What's up, guys? Powerbang here. We just declared war and been matched with an opponent, and it has been a while since I've done a Town Hall 9 scouting video. So what I want to do is hop into, let's go with their top 3 Town Hall 9s, because typically those are the hardest Town Hall 9s, are the top ones. Let's step into those, and we'll check out a scout. Playing a clan REU Knights 3. Wars 126. It remains to be seen if these guys are going to be competitive or not. They outnumber us significantly in Town Hall 10s. They have less Town Hall 8s. I mean, it's not really a fair matchup, but hey, that's all right. We'll rock it and see what happens with some good attacks. So let's hop into their top Town Hall 9 here, number 8. Let's check it out. All right. So first thing I see when I look at this base is poor air defense coverage. If you'll notice in the core of the base here, we've got a couple air defenses. We've got one here and one here. The others are here and here. Now, just from looking at this without even clicking the buildings, you can tell that the outer left, the radius is going to be something like that. Same thing on the other side. It's not going to go up and cover this building here, and then also this building here is going to be probably right on the edge of both of those. So that's what I see at first, and then the same thing is that building and these buildings here are all going to be open and not covered because the bottom air defenses, same story. They're just not placed well to cover the outer point defenses on this base. So that's going to open up. To me, this looks like a hollow wee base. Others might see something different, but that's what I see. So the first step to any raid, like we know, is the clan castle lure. So if we look at the clan castle, we're looking at some balloons getting in there, right, to get that lure done. Well, it's going to be easier to lure from the bottom than it is the top, because you see those buildings that we spoke about that we're able to take out with balloons, which are this one, and this one. 2 of those are located inside the radius of the clan castle lure. So that's going to be an easy spot to lure from. If you look at the top, that mortar also has a shot to get a lure done on it right here, as it's just inside, but it's a little bit closer on that one, so I think I'm going to prefer to lure from the bottom here. As far as the buildings that we're going to choose to take out, if we look at the radius here, that one barely covers that archer tower. Same thing on the other side, barely covers the archer tower. On the bottom, barely covers those archer towers as well. Same thing on the other side. The mortar is completely fair game. So let's take a look here and count how many balloons we're going to need. So let's go with 3 balloons on this, because what I want to do is take out this building, and then I also want them to pass forward to this building and take it out as well. Because when we look at this base, let's check out where we think the giant bombs might be. There's a spot here for one, there's a spot here for one. Those are both singles. There's a spot here, and there's a spot here. Each of those could be a double. And then you notice this empty spots here, and they happen to be between defenses, kind of. That is a very likely spot, I'm guessing, for double giant bombs. And the reason I say that is it looks to me like if I had to make a guess on where the stuff is on this base, I'm going to go with giant bombs, something like that. It's either going to be 2 here like this, and then maybe 1 here, or 1 here, etc. And then the Teslas, in my opinion, those are going to be just above the town hall. If I had to guess, all 4 are going to be here. If not, there's going to be a giant bomb in one of these 2, or 1 on each side, and then the Teslas will be here. That is my best guess. So let's go under the assumption that this is how it's going to be placed, and then what I want to do is just kind of assume worst case scenario, and that these are both double giant bombs down here. This is only a single here, so those can be healed through. So I don't even want to consider those as a threat, really, because those are prime candidates for heal spells anyways, and it's not going to be an issue. So back to the balloons. We're going to send in 3 to the bottom with the goal of taking out this mortar, pathing forward, and taking out that cannon as well. So those 2 buildings are gone. Now remember, the clan castle lure will happen as soon as they destroy the mortar and start to path further in. So as those 3 balloons are heading in, I want 1 balloon on this side, 1 balloon on this side. They will go and take out each of these archer towers with no issues. The archer towers will be busy shooting the 3 balloons in the center. So that's 5 total balloons, and that will take out the bottom 4 defense buildings here. And what that does is there are no longer any defenses in the bottom part of this base. What you've got is a defense here, 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 and here. And when you drop your hogs, they're not going to go any further south than those defense buildings. So that's the purpose of dropping that on the bottom. And in addition, you're going to get the lure. So we'll call it 5 balloons for the bottom part of this base. Now looking at the top part, it's more or less the same thing. I would call it 3 balloons up top because it's a long travel distance and they've got a lot of incoming fire. So 3 here, 1 here, 1 here. You're able to drop these right on top. And yeah, that's going to be no problem at all to get that done. So let's do 10 total loons. And then the next step is we've trimmed the outer building, so that's basically taking care of a secondary objective right off the bat. We got the lure out. What I want to make sure that I do is, I've made this mistake before, when these balloons travel in, they're going to lure out any air targeting troops. The ground targeting troops, such as barbarians or balloons especially, the balloons will ruin your hog raid if you don't get a ground troop in range. So after this mortar goes down and the balloons are on their way in, send 1 hog into that cannon, and that will get a balloon if there is one in the castle. So once that's done, where do we want to pull them? If you remember, we've destroyed this building, this building, this building, and this building. So there's no coverage on the bottom part of this base, and you're going to be able to freely anchor. So if it were me, I'm going to pull them over to the queen side, remember, and we want to drop anchor somewhere in this area here with an archer. And what that's going to do is all of the clan castle troops are going to pour out, and they're going to head straight for that archer. Well, as they get there, start moving them over to this right side a little bit. You want to drop a few barbarians. Let me do this in white so it all makes sense. You want to drop a few barbarians, and then witches behind them, and then wizards behind them, and then you're basically in the process of killing the enemy clan castle troops. So as that happens in this area here, once you realize, okay, it's under control, we're good, you need to have a wizard. Move it down so you guys can see. You guys need to have a wizard on this this research lab that will then path to this elixir pump next. So all of this will be gone. What you're doing there is you're creating your funnel. So they're going to stop at this, your kill squad troops will stop at this dark barracks, and they're going to head into the base. So what you want to do is then drop your golem, and immediately when you drop your golem, what we can do is we can put a jump spell right here, and that's going to allow access for that golem and your king to get into the queen. So you drop the golem, and he's going to come in right here. He's going to go straight into this cannon, and that's going to get that queen's attention. She's going to hop out. She's going to hop out to right here. And then once that's done, you're going to take your king and your heroes and the rest of your remaining kill squad. You're going to send them in right here. Now, as this archer tower up here begins to shoot that golem, at that point, that is when it's safe to drop a wizard over here, and it will create the other side of your funnel. So basically, all of your troops, this is your runway. You're going straight to that jump spell, take out the queen. As soon as that queen goes down, you've now eliminated the clan castle troops, the queen, and let's scratch out here which buildings have gone down. And then we'll take a look at what the scenery looks like for our hogs. Alright, so this is what we got left. And at this point, we've got a kill squad moving, I'll mark them in blue. We've got a kill squad moving in from this direction, and they're standing in this compartment here. And they're standing in the core. The golems hopped into the core to deal with this area. So this is all occupied. The Expos should be shooting here, etc., etc. At this point, it's good to send in your hogs, and where I'm sending them is one group to this cannon, one group to this archer tower. Now that's gonna, the top group will path from the cannon to the wizard tower. This group will path to the air defense, and they're gonna probably meet up somewhere in this area. So you're gonna drop a heal here. That's gonna cover the giant bomb location. It's gonna cover any potential giant bombs up here, but most likely Teslas. Next heal, it's probably gonna be in the core when they path down there. You know, third heal as the group, you know, pass up here, and the third heal is all you got. That's right, we've used a jump spell. So something like this, you know, you won't need a lot of heals in the core. The only thing that there is the Expos up top. You've got a couple whiz towers, but that's no big deal. So we're probably looking at somewhere over here for our second heal, something like that. And then all you really have left outside of heals is a mortar, a cannon, an archer tower, and another cannon up top here. So that's going to get the job done, guys. A holo-wee-wee kind of hollowing out the top and bottom side of this base, taking care of the clan castle troops, and then taking out that queen with a golem and a small kill squad, sending in the hogs from the right side there, doing work, and that'll get you the 3-star. So let's take a look at the next one. All right, this one, I noticed pretty much the same thing. This guy has very vulnerable bottom defenses to balloons. What we can do is, I'm taking a quick look here, guys. I haven't looked at these before, so yeah. Well, let's take about 14 balloons, and what I want to do with those, I'll mark them in red. We're gonna send 2 balloons to each tower. We're gonna drop 2 balloons here. We're gonna drop 2 balloons here, 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 and 2 balloons here. So that should be a total of 14. And what we're going to do is we're going to take out the buildings that I'm marking right now in red. These buildings all go down. And what do you notice? That whole entire bottom part of the base is completely wiped out from defenses. And notice the top part of the base really doesn't have a whole lot of double giant bomb threats. You've got the core here and the core here, but my money's on double or quad Tesla in the core. I mean, you're not going to see Teslas, you know, all over the place on a standard base like this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out the bottom side of this base. The clan castle lure, what we'll do is we'll take a golem. That golem we're going to put, we'll put it right about here. And remember, there is no defenses left standing here, so it's going to path straight into this wall. And we're just going to wall break in to that wall there. And send in, we're going to funnel here. We're going to make sure we get our funnel down. I'll mark that in blue. We'll send, you know, a wizard here. We'll funnel out these buildings. We'll get one on this army camp here. So now we've got a funnel that goes straight in. And what we're trying to do is get that queen. So the golem, if you look at where he's going to the nearest defense building. And that nearest defense building is this mortar. Or it could be the air defense. But it's right behind that wall. So he's going to target this spot right here. That spot is where that golem is going. Now when he goes there, this queen is going to get, that's going to get her attention. She's going to hop out. And your witches, your wizards, and your archer queen are all going to make a beeline for her. They're going to stand right outside here. And as your golem tanks, they're going to take care of her. So they're going to start cleaning through the bottom side of this base. And as they do that, let's drop some hogs into the top part of the base on, let's go one group on this this archer tower here. And those are going to path, you know, probably to each one of these. You're going to have a heal waiting right here. And you're not sending your hogs till the archer queen goes down. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but it should be fairly obvious at this point. The archer queen goes down, then your hogs go in. The heal's down waiting. You've covered the potential bomb locations, and you know, if it is a double giant bomb in this core, there's no reason for your hogs to path over it, not to trip them both at the same time anyways. They'll come into the wizard tower, then to the expo, then they'll path up to the mortar, and you know, they'll trip one at a time while they're at the mortar. So first heal goes down, you know, you're healing the bomb location, and remember, we didn't use a jump spell or anything to access the queen here, so you've got 4 heals. Very easy to see that you can pretty much, that was a little liberal, you can pretty much cover the entire what's left of the base. This should be a very easy 3-star. Hopefully I'll post back with this this video at the very end. We'll show you how it turned out. So, you know, we'll deal with the clan castle troops. I don't know if I mentioned that. We're going to deal with that after we break in with the golem. We'll use him to tank. The reason I'm saying that is because as you send your troops in, let's clear it out here. When you look at what you're taking out defense building wise, all of these buildings here, they're gone. There's no incoming damage. So the only thing that you're really, you know, having to worry about are these buildings here, and a couple mortars and a wizard tower. They're not going to do much to a golem. So you're gonna be able to tank with your golem the incoming damage from the point defense here, as well as the CC troops. They're going to come out to engage your golem because he should be the first one in. Now, behind him, you know, you're going to have your standard, you know, witch whiz archer queen combo. They're going to quickly take out the clan castle troops as well as the queen. So that's where I plan to deal with it. We're going to just do it right in this compartment here with all the defenses cleared out from the initial loons. So that's it for this base. That should be a 3-star with no issues. Let's check out the next one. All right. This looks like a general base. It's not the general. It doesn't have the 2 little Tesla compartments on the bottom. But it's the same basic shape. And if I had to put money on it, I'd put the bombs in the same location as well. Pause for a quick drink. Sorry about that. So if you look at the bottom here, quick scout on this base tells me double bombs both sides between the archer towers and the air defenses here. And then in the core, it's not really super disguised. I'm guessing it's going to be something like this. And if it's not, there could be Teslas right here as well. So either way, I highly doubt there's going to be a double bomb in the core, but maybe. And if there is, that's okay. I would hit this via the air. Lavaloonian works extremely well against this style of base with the air defenses structured as they are. So how are we going to do it? What's our goal here? Remember, clan castle pull, archer queen, secondary objective. So our secondary objective is going to be taking out an air defense. Now, where are we going to be able to take out an air defense with the same troops that we're using to kill the clan castle? So first off, what are we going to do the lure? Let's check the radius of that clan castle. And it looks like if we check the air defense and see what that covers, the bottom looks like it has pretty good coverage. You might be able to get to the mortar, but there's a very tiny chance that they have something in that moat at the bottom of the base. I mean, I highly doubt it, but what if they had a Tesla right here that popped up and was able to take out, you know, a couple balloons and stop them short of getting the lure? That would kind of mess things up. So let's lure from the top of the base. If we check the radius, looks like if we can take out all top 3 of those buildings. Let's do a 5 balloon lure, and we will take 3 for the top, and we're going to drop them right up here so they travel straight down. And as they get in range of these archer towers and they start shooting, we're going to drop 1 balloon here and 1 balloon here, and they're going to path straight in. And if you get 1 bomb off on an archer tower, it's going to die. So this building, this building, this building all go down. The 3 balloons, after they take out the cannon, will start to path inward, get the lure. And if it's me, I'm sending 1 hog as well that will path into this mortar. So that's going to empty the clan castle. And where you want to take them, since these buildings are now destroyed, let's bring them over. Get rid of the marks here. So this building and this building are gone. So what that means is I'm gonna anchor right here on this dark barracks. The troops are gonna come out. You know, drop your kill squad, couple barbs, witches, whiz, etc. Once they're about under control, then we're gonna come with our golem and we're gonna drop them right about here on that cannon. Wall breakers, as this wizard tower starts firing at your golem. Wall breakers break this middle compartment here. Golem goes in, and then what we want to make sure happens is when this archer tower starts firing at your golem when he moves in, that's when we need to make sure that we're making our funnel here. And you need to be patient. As soon as the army camp goes down and the builder hut goes down, you've got a big gap here where your troops aren't going to go crazy on you. And the same thing up top. As soon as this stuff goes down, while your kill squad's taking care of the clan castle troops, you can take care of this building and this building, and that's going to be plenty for your funnel. So if you leave up, you know, these 3 buildings on the outside from the dark elixir drill all the way to the dark barracks, drop the rest of your troops here, they're going to go inward as long as that wall's open. So the goal once they get into that compartment is very simple. There are 2 things that we're trying to accomplish. So the CC is now dead. We've lured him out and killed him. We're coming into this compartment here. Our goal is to kill the archer queen. She's going to jump over the wall where she's standing right now. And this air defense, it's going to be your queen's responsibility to take care of that as she's able. So the next place that you're going to attack once the air defense is down, you're going to bring in you're going to have 3 lava hounds in your army. And the first one, let's take a good angle on this. The first one, let's bring in from right here. And then, well, let's go completely one together. So the first one right here, and then the second one, not quite that far because we don't want to target the bottom one. The second one right here, both of them targeting this air defense. Now, you want both of them on the same air defense, not one on each, as I've seen a lot, because you're going to want to work clockwise around the base. Balloons are going to come in behind, so you're going to target balloons. The first set are going to go here, here. Remember, this air defense is down. This one is now occupied. So everything on the top part of the base is fair game. These buildings are already down from your kill squad. The only thing left up is the mortar here. Mortar wizard tower and the cannon. So you're going to send in a couple loons to the mortar, a couple loons to the archer tower, a couple loons to the cannon here, and then you're going to want to make sure that you get a rage down. We'll put a rage down right here, something like that. That rages up the pups when they explode, as well as the balloons to get in and kill that air defense as soon as possible. Now, the next spot they're going to go as soon as that air defense goes down, they're going to head to the closest air defense, which is right here. And as that happens, I would highly recommend sending your 3rd lava hound and send them here. And then as you send them, you're going to have balloons right behind them. And again, they're going to be targeted, so you're going to send, you know, a couple here, couple here, couple here, and then the same thing's going to happen. You're going to rage them in. A little big on the rage there. Rage them in, something like that. Now you've got your pup standing in rage again once that second hound explodes, and then your balloons are going to quickly move in, and then you're still going to have 3 or 4 balloons for this backside. Now as this last, or as it gets to the last air defense, your hounds are going to move over here, and they're going to attract the fire of all the archer towers that are remaining. And it's very simple at this point. You're just targeting the remaining balloons to whatever can target your balloons once the air defenses are, or once the hounds are destroyed. So a couple here, you know, send in a couple here. Your last rage is going to get used somewhere in this area, and then maybe you know, your last balloon in on this building. So you're working around the base counterclockwise, and you're dropping in balloons behind. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Let's take a look and see if I missed anything. Nope, that's going to be it. Should be good for 3. So we recap here. Had a Lavaloon attack with 3 hounds, golem. It's known as cold-blooded. Let's look at number 9 here. Same thing with this one. This is a hollow wee-wee, and that's Hawk Riders balloons, witches wizards, and this has got a golem component as well to tank the queen and the clan castle troops. Then we look at the number 8 base. Same thing here. Another hollow wee-wee type base where we're trimming and eliminating some double giant bomb locations with balloons up front, as well as getting the lure, and then cleaning up the rest of the base with hogs. So that's going to be your scout for today, guys. I'm going to have to wish the other clan here, this Ryu Knights 3, wish them the best of luck. Hopefully we can pull out a win and execute our attacks as we have planned. And, until next time, guys, we'll be back with another scouting video in the very near future. And we'll try to cover some more different types of bases. And that'll be that. So for this time, this is Powerbang. I'm signing out. Catch you guys next time.